Welcome to the fourth Sunday of Lent. Today we're going to be talking about the Sabbath. I didn't have any volunteers for today, so we decided to have a little fun with it. We're going to tag team it and both bring you the metaphysical message today. So again, my name is Becky Howlett. I am one of the stewards of Web Immunity.
I am David Harms, and I am along for the ride and doing everything I can to help.
Let's center ourselves in prayer for just a moment. So if it's comfortable for you, I'd invite you to close down the eyes here. Just allow your feet to ground firmly into the earth. Let your hands rest on your lap. Roll your shoulders back and down. Let's just take a nice deep cleansing breath to start here. Really filling up, feeling full body expansion. And exhaling out the nose. Just taking a moment to connect to presence, to that eternal divine aspect, that divine spark, that light within us. Knowing that this is the truth of our being. And just centering ourselves in that presence now. Listening to the birds. Feeling the wind on our skin. And just taking a moment of gratitude and thankfulness for this now moment, to be here now. What a gift, which is why they call it the present. And let's go ahead and take one more deep inhale in. Make it your biggest breath of the day so far. And sigh it out the mouth. Release anything that no longer serves you. You can lift the corners of your mouth into a gentle smile. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly blink your eyes open and come back. All right, so now we're ready to rock and roll. So again, it is the fourth Sunday of Lent, and today's topic will be the Sabbath. So Dave Harms, would you like to do the passage reading for us today? And I'll do the biblical reading? Okay.
Sure, sounds fair.
I think it's bookmarked right where you need to go.
Good. Okay. The Sabbath. The true Sabbath is the consciousness that we have fulfilled the divine law in both thought and act. The Sabbath is a very certain, definite thing. It is a state of mind that man enters or acquires when he goes into the silence, into the realm of spirit. There he finds true rest and peace. The seventh day means the seventh or perfect stage of one's spiritual unfoldment. Man had become so lost in the darkness of sense consciousness that he could not save himself, so the Savior came. When man lays hold of the indwelling Christ, the Savior, he is raised out of the Adam consciousness into the Christ consciousness. He then enters the seventh stage of his unfoldment, where he finds sweet rest and peace. The Sabbath as an institution was established by man. God does not rest from his work every seventh day, and there is no evidence that there has ever been a moment's cessation in the activity of the universe. We do not quarrel with our brother over the observance of the Sabbath. If he says we should worship God on the seventh day or on the first day, in either case we acquiesce. Not only do we do God's service in praise, song, and thanksgiving on the seventh day and the first day, but every day. In the true Sabbath, our mind is turned to God every moment, and we are ever ready to acknowledge his holy presence in our heart and life. The Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. I affirm, I rest in the consciousness of the true Sabbath, and my heart is filled with joy and satisfaction.
Thank you. Let's talk about that for a little bit. We're just having fun with this. We kind of set the intention to maybe play around with a little metaphysical interpretation. Let me have that book, por favor. And because like I said, I didn't have a volunteer for today. And as I was reading this passage, it had Dave Harms written all over it. And what I mean by that is we often talk about going to the silence, the still place within, our heart center, the seat of Christ consciousness. And what I was gleaning from that reading is that, hey, we all have the Christ consciousness. We're all the Savior, right? I'm my own Savior. You're your own Savior. There's not this singular Savior in the past. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to pull out some of the, what I like to call signposts, these synchronicities, if you will, because there is no such thing as coincidence. It's all ordered, right? In nature, we see sacred geometry across all of nature, right? Down to the simplest forms. And so another way that our God essence, the universe, the unified field, creator, insert preferred term for higher power here, communicates with us is through these synchronicities. For funsies, oh no, we lost our place. Here we go. I thought it'd be fun to pick out if you felt like there were any synchronicities in this passage that spoke to you, Dave.
That's the first time I've read this. There's no rehearsal here. And so I had not read it. And so, to read it in the present moment and just notice of the rest, of the pause, the stillness, and just in my own life, how that has become of paramount importance. Whereas I used to fill every moment with doing. And so finding that restfulness has really brought me back to myself, back to presence, back to me, which is God, which is that essence of my being, of being a divine being having a human experience. And just to recognize that and to have fun with it.
Yes.
And play. And to experiment in life.
And another one that jumped out at me, because this is truly ripped from the pages of your life. So Dave's a contractor. Too long he didn't read. He builds houses. This man works hard. And I think like many people who come from that background, for you, it's really hard to be still and be at rest because you have, and don't let me speak for you, but there's this sense of I need to be productive. I need to produce something. If I'm just sitting, relaxing, that's not productive. Like you should be doing something.
The shoulds. Yeah, the constant motion. Oh, well, I should do this. There's a lot of should'ves or should. And to rest is nearly impossible when the mind is constantly swirling on work or things outside of myself. And then sitting with that and being like, well, does this truly matter? And if I actually rest a little bit, take some time to just breathe, come back to myself, well, then these tasks seem simple instead of just allowing them to just like cause these thought loops that go to nowhere. So actually to be present, come back and just like get it done instead of just like thinking so much.
I love that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, another thing that really jumped out for me was the use of sevens here. So again, we're employing metaphysical interpretation. So the passage reads, the seventh day means the seventh or perfect stage of one's spiritual unfoldment. No one steal his identity, but Dave's birthday is actually 7/7/1977. Birth weight, 7 pounds, 0.7 ounces. So that
Yes.
that number, your number, if you will.
Royalties to me. Anytime it is used. Thank you.
But I love that. And when I first read this passage, I was really thinking, oh, Dave Harb's written all over this, as in the universe just giving these little winks, these little signposts that it's like, hey, look here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I love that metaphysically that 7 represents the stage of completion of a spiritual process. So I just wanted to point that out. Anything else you want to unpack with this reading, David?
It feels very fitting for myself. Maybe it's the 7s, the rest, all of that. So something for me to take to heart.
And the other thing that it's comical. I think God, the universe, has the greatest sense of humor because, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I might share something with David and then it never fails. Like then you'll hear that same message in a different avenue and then hear the same message again. It'll hit you like the same message from various people. And so again, that's another indication, hey, maybe pay attention to that message.
And what is it that you say? To hear something, you must hear it how many times?
7! Perfection. Perfection. Thank you for taking one for the team.
Yes, absolutely.
And I will read the associated biblical passage. I'll just read one of them today, which we are turning to Mark 2, verse 23, pronouncement about the Sabbath. So one Sabbath, he was going through the grain fields, this being Yeshua. And as they made their way, his disciples began to pluck heads of grain. The Pharisees said to him, "Look, why are they doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" Not supposed to work on the Sabbath. And Yeshua said to them, "Have you never read what David did when he and his companions were hungry and in need of food? He entered the house of God, where the high priest ate the bread of the presence, which is not lawful for any but the priest to eat, and he gave some to his companions. Then he said to them, the Sabbath was made for humankind, and not humankind for the Sabbath. So the Son of Man is Lord even of the Sabbath." I love that. We've been working with a book called The Presence Process. So presence is a very big theme for both of us at present.
Yes, now.
And I love that it says here in this fundamental traditionalist framework that Yeshua found himself in at the time, that bread of presence, it said, it was not lawful for any but the priest to eat. And then it said he broke it and he gave some to his companions. Again, showing us, demonstrating to us that this is for everybody. Yeshua was showing the rule, not the exception. He was not special in the sense that this was only something he could do, right? Like only he possessed the indwelling Christ. We all possess that, as is demonstrated here. So I personally love that passage. Well, what do you think?
It does remind me, in a sense, of myself and the fact I follow laws, yet with a little bit of my own interpretation of them, I suppose. And so I look at things as if, like in all kindness, like for the good of people, not to hurt anyone, but some laws I feel are just not quite there. And so to this, like, oh, that is only for the priest. And so it seems very fitting in a sense of the rest of us need some too. And it's not just for you, it's for everyone. So that comes to mind.
Yeah, Yeshua was an everyman.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And we all deserve a piece.
We all have
the
a
greater.
piece. It's freely given. Now, here now, in presence. In the present.
In the now.
Thank you for sharing today's reading with me.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Do you want to close us out with a little meditation?
Despite my discomfort, sure.
I'm the certified meditation instructor, so it totally makes sense for you
for me
to
do this. Yes. So back to the presence, back to just sitting in a comfortable position, lying down, wherever it is. To just pause. Take a pause in this moment of your day, wherever you are. Just coming back to my heart. In a place of love and compassion for myself and for all beings. And to breathe into that heart space. Just to breathe love. To soften my whole being. And inhale love. And then to let it out and spread that love all around the world. To relax into that space. Listen to the sounds, the birds, the planes, the kids screaming, the dog barking, whatever it is in your world. And have gratitude for that presence of being one with the world, with the universe. To breathe in the oxygen that the trees give us. And that is their love to us. And to breathe out that carbon dioxide that feeds the plants. And be a part of nature. And recognize the glory of nature and how perfect all of nature is in its abundance, its perfection. And to know that I, as you, are nature. And perfect in every way. And just to breathe that in. Spread that love throughout the world, to all beings, land, oceans, sun, sky, throughout the universe. We are all connected. Just to allow yourself to come back to this being that's on a journey, an exploration of life. And on this day of rest, no, there's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and to just only be. To be the present you are in the presence, in the now. So just breathe all this in more time. Let it go. Maybe wiggle your fingers, your toes. I like to roll my neck. Notice everything around you. Start coming back to this moment in the world. You can blink your eyes open. You feel so called. And here we are.
Thank you. Dare I say that was fun? It was fun.
It's all fun if you let it be.
Yeah. I really enjoyed your meditation.
Thank you.
Yeah. It was pretty bang up. I know you like to bang with the hammers, but get it done with the meditation too. So thank you so much for joining us, playing with us, and praying with us today. Have such a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Take care.